First of all, I think earlier today we talked about the possibility of there being two other suspects. One of those has been ruled out. That gentleman has been identified and is no longer a suspect. He's been talked to by law enforcement officials, and there's no reason to continue any views that he may have been involved in this. There is still yet another person who was identified earlier. That was a person in the video who was wearing a drab olive uniform, around 50 years of age, around 5'10", African-American man, and we are continuing to look for him to determine what, if any, involvement he may have had. There are many people who have asked us whether we think that there is there's terrorism involved in this. We don't know what the motive is at this stage. We'll continue to seek information about what the motive is, but we don't have any reason at this stage to suspect terrorism, but certainly it has not been ruled out. We now have a total of 13 fatalities, including the shooter. We had one additional since we last convened. That there was one of the victims who died at a hospital as a result of the wounds that he suffered. We don't even know, most of us ourselves, the identities of the victims at this stage, so we have no information to offer about that. And of course, we would not do that until we have been able to assure that their families and their loved ones have been notified. So those who may have questions about the identity of the victims, there's nothing that we can offer in that